All right, good morning, and I forgot to turn on the studio light, so let me crank that bad boy up.
Hey,
That's a little better.
while you're doing all that, just real quick, I feel like we got to briefly follow up yesterday. I I said that they were going to suspend trading, um, but holy shit, did I not have any idea that they were going to do something that I think is pretty blatantly illegal. No, no, no. You're totally allowed to sell GameStop stock,
Right.
but you're not allowed to buy
Yeah,
GameStop
and
stock.
and frankly, there are going to be more developments. This this is not over by a long shot. The meme war on Wall Street is going to be huge. The fallout from this is going to be outrageous because here's the thing. Hedge funds aren't going to stop hedging bets. They're not going to stop doing that. And to just in case I wasn't clear enough on this yesterday, short selling is not in and of itself an illegitimate practice. In fact, it is a practice which is necessary to the function of the market. And the market, properly operated, is a deeply valuable and legitimate operation. That said, there are many a hedge fund who do it wrong, who operate corruptly. And what we're seeing right now with major trading apps like Robinhood and several others just coming in and deciding, you know what? We're going to screw you. We're going to take away your ability to buy the stock, but not your ability to sell the stock. And then, because here's the thing, when Robinhood makes that choice, it's only for Robinhood's customers, right? That doesn't mean that the hedge funds suddenly can't buy and sell the stock. The hedge fund is going through a different platform, a different system, completely divorced from the one that you poor plebs out there have just been routed by. And so
Well,
the
that's
hedge
why.
fund gets to play fuck games and make their own choices with it. They get to
Well,
keep
that.
operating as free agents.
Well, that's why the TD Ameritrade and all those other apps, they screwed up so bad doing this, um, because that was kind of the point. You download the app, you trade stocks for a flat, transparent fee, and you
Yep.
can actually get a piece of this action. You can try it out yourself. If this is what the big boys do with their money to make their money get even bigger, hey, if you got an extra couple $100 laying around and you're like, you know what, I think AT&T is on a growth track. I'm going to put that in some AT&T stock and see what happens. Um, and then you get together with other people and you figure out, hey, the big boys, they throw their weight around, and the reason why they can throw their weight around is when you own 15% of a company. Just the nature of you buying or selling your 15% affects the value of the stock of the company. So they all got together and said, it's almost like a union, haha. They all The internet got together and said, not one of us have the power to do this, but collectively, all of us do. I saw the meme that I thought was fantastic. It's the little girl hiding under the desk while the Terminator is stalking her, and the little girl is the hedge funds, and the Terminator is $600 stimulus checks. Because I guarantee you, there are people that did that. They got their stimulus check and went, "Well, what the hell? I'll
Oh
buy a
yeah, that's
hundred bucks of
exactly
this.
what happened.
I'll buy $100 of this GameStop." Yeah, which is maybe why we shouldn't do direct stimulus. And check this out, buddy. I can even segue us to Firearms Friday, because Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez, the gift that just will keep on giving. So, um, when Robinhood played their fuck games, and it's not just Robinhood and GameStop, it's bigger than that. But for the purposes of this, we'll call it Robinhood. Um, Obviously, this got them on everybody's radar in a terrible, terrible way. I mean, Ted Cruz, Don Jr., Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez, basically everybody with a blue check mark was united for the first time since Jeffrey Epstein didn't kill himself and was like, hey, Robin Hood, that was a super shitty thing to do. So AOC tweets something. Ted Cruz politely agrees with her and says that he wants to work with her on trying to limit this kind of activity in the future. And she goes on a fucking tweet storm that's like, oh my God, you tried to have me killed 3 weeks ago. I'm never going to work with you. And I'll just point out that for some bizarre reason, A, Ted Cruz didn't try and get her killed. Let's be clear on that. But B, it's almost like you should be allowed to carry a gun in the Capitol for self-defense. Just saying.
Yeah.
See, and then look at that. I brought it all the way back around to Firearms Friday. And I did it in just a couple of minutes.
Yeah. Bear with me just a second. I'm doing some sharing.
Talk some more? I was not expecting. I thought you were going to be ready to go.
So anyway.
Oh.
You were rolling. I was going to let you do it. So anyway, there's it's Firearms Friday. We're about to do the thing. I was just doing a little bit of our SEO while you were still running off with it. And before we dig into the show today, I do want to show y'all, I want to brag a little bit. I'm going to get your attention. I got some ladies in the audience. Good morning, girls. We love you. We love you. Valentine's Day is coming up. And so I have designed a t-shirt for that. And I'm doing a few more. And just consider these kind of in the traditional wife kind of tradition, the theme, the aesthetic of the traditional wife. And so let me share that with you real quick. Go ahead and pop that view up. My wife is like my rifle. She is the rest of me. And as you can see, I've got these shirts available in several different styles, sweatshirts, tank tops, girls' tees, men's tees. Because frankly, I don't care what kind of wife you have, you ought to have her armed. And this one shouldn't be available in black, but...
Dude, now wait a minute. Girls' tees, but men follow through.
Yeah, we do.
See, it was a pun.
So do wives. That's how they stick around.
Oh!
All right. And that says $14.50. That's incorrect because this is the back-end shop. That's my price. Which is fair. So, go buy a t-shirt. And I'll have the link in the description in just a minute. I'll have the link in the description after the show. And I'll share the link out on Facebook and the like. And even if you don't buy one, share it. Help me sell some t-shirts. And again, I'll be designing some more like that. And of course, there's still our old favorites on there, like the Liberty is never equal. Equity equals tyranny. Oh,
you mean sort of like that whole speech the president gave the other day about how, look, pal, look, I'm signing this thing because it's time as a nation. Look, pal, it's time for racial equity. Like, and he used the word equity several times.
Yes.
And it's like, it's kind of terrifying. Equity means guaranteed outcomes. And, no.
Yeah, that's a lot of terrifying. A lot of terrifying. So, okay, let's go ahead and pop to the first story. Investigation underway after homeowner shoots, kills, armed intruder Sunday evening in Moss Point. I think we just opened with a DRT.
Hell yeah, baby. Now, is it DRT or DOT?
That's what we're about to find out, because it says shoots and kills. Oh. Okay, I'm gonna back off a little bit. No spoilers. Police are investigating after a homeowner shot and killed an armed intruder Sunday evening in Moss Point. This is Mississippi. Police say they received a call at around 6:30 p.m. Sunday, January the 24th, reporting shots fired in the Mill Avenue area of East Moss Point. Officers responded to the 911 calls and after arriving found a man laying in the roadway. The male victim appeared to have been shot and was pronounced dead at the scene. Oh, hey, I didn't reset the counter yet. Let me just do that. Now everything's at 0. Dead at the scene. That's a DRT, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah, one criticism, they refer to it as the victim. You come into my house, A, uninvited, and B, armed. You're not the victim.
Correct. And you are now a combatant. You have voluntarily entered combat.
And I can't help whether or not I'm a victim, but I can help whether or not I'm a helpless victim.
That's right. A little disappointed. I mean, I love my girls. I see Krista and Lindsay there, but where the hell is everybody? I know Steve is going. Steve told me earlier what he's up to. Got one viewer on the Facebooks there. Why don't drop us a comment? Let us know who you are. We appreciate your eyeballs, and we will also appreciate your purchase of a lovely T-shirt. The two men approached the door of their target residence and encountered the homeowner. At least one of the two men fired a gun multiple times at the homeowner, striking him at least once. Hey, it's Ma. Good morning, Mom. Love you. At least one of the two men fired a gun multiple times. Okay, we're done. I have no more questions after that. You're at my house, you're uninvited, and you fired multiple rounds, and you hit me? Buddy, we're done. You don't come back from that. If you're very, very lucky, I will shoot you to death. If you're very, very lucky. I mean, you shot me. I have every right to shoot you back.
Yeah, like, so homeowner's actually wounded and returns fire?
Yes, Ma, that shirt is available in your size. But you should get it in Dad's size.
So, wait a minute. I just want to make sure I've got all the nuts and bolts of this correct. The homeowner was wounded and then returned fire?
Correct.
Maybe we need a fourth category for, like, ultimate badasses or cool under pressure or whatever, because that's...
Terminator?
Yeah, that's a whole nother level right there. It's another thing, like, if I catch you sneaking through my window and I blow you back out of it with some 00 buck. It's another thing entirely if there's an actual fucking firefight.
How about some achievement badges like it's an Xbox game? Terminator.
I love it.
Okay, I'll work on those later.
Achievement unlocked.
FF achievements. Cause buddy, I tell you what, and this might be something that I talked to DJ Scott Just for Fun crew about, because you and I are gonna have a lot more conversation about this offline in the very near future, like probably afternoon today, because I've got a gig at 10. But anyway, I want to make comedic short films out of all the Boogaloo memes. I mean,
my favorite one is still the penny for your thoughts.
Which one is that? Is that a hedge?
Meltdown useless fiat currency loaded up into a
to reload
musket
to reload ammunition.
To reload ammunition and use it for a headshot, and then achievement unlocked. Penny for your thoughts.
Excellent. So yeah, fire themed fire and firearms themed.
Anyhow, what's next, buddy?
I'm writing a note. Otherwise, I'll forget to do this. Okay. Fatality. I probably have to be careful with that one. Okay, moving on. This one comes from the American Rifleman. The Armed Citizen, January 25th, 2020. A mother in Sugar Land, Texas, defended herself and her child when an armed robber forced his way inside their residence in the early morning hours of January 22nd, 2021. Okay, damn, you know what? Now that we're talking about the achievements thing, I'm going to have to go ahead and take several notes and write down what some of these achievements need to be. Like last week, I don't know if you even got a chance to listen to the show that I did last week, but I was solo last week, and one of the stories we had last week, Cameron, did you listen to last week's Firearms Friday?
No, I did not.
Okay, one of the stories we had last week was father shoots daughter's ex-boyfriend in his driveway. So the daughter didn't live with daddy anymore, right? This is a grown woman, early 20s, so she's got her own place.
Where on your body is the driveway?
Well, it's not up Main Street. No. So what happened, Cam, is so the young lady she lives on her own. She's got an ex-boyfriend who's abusive and a stalker, and there's already a restraining order against the ex-boyfriend. And he's following her away from work, right? She gets off work and he's in the parking lot and he follows her. So instead of going home, she drives to her dad's house, calls him on the way there, and daddy is waiting in the driveway with a pistol in his hand, ready for it. And homeboy charges daddy.
Whoops.
And doesn't leave the scene alive. Right, so
yeah, you advance on a gun. Like,
so
goes
daddy
all the way
defending
back to that Ahmed Aubrey thing. Like,
yeah, that one, you want to talk about some shadiness. We're just gonna abuse prosecutors until we get one that's not white. Because then they'll make it a race issue.
So anyhow, so she says, Dad, my crazy boyfriend or my crazy ex-boyfriend is following me. Can I just come to your house? And he says, sure thing, baby. She gets there, and then moron.
I don't know. I know if I was having that conversation with one of my daughters, it'd be, God, please, yes. I'll start drinking now. Let's do this.
But then the moron decides, hey, I didn't even bring a knife to a gunfight. I just brought a me to a gunfight. And surprise, he lost.
I came to a gunfight with nothing but a target. Whoops. Okay.
Anyhow, so what would that achievement be?
Well, I mean, that's daddy defending his daughter. We'll have to think about that one. Obviously, this story right here, A Mother in Sugar Land, is some kind of Mama Bear reference.
Yes. Achievement unlocked. Don't poke the bear.
So, Krista says, I came to a gunfight with nothing but a bad attitude. I've seen a bad attitude get you a long way in some nasty fights. And I mean with, like, exploding motorcycles and shit. So, a mother in Sugar Land, Texas, defended herself and her child when an armed robber forced his way inside their residence in the early morning hours of January 22nd, 2021. The mother was asleep inside the residence along with her 8-year-old child when she awoke to sounds coming from the back door of the home around 4:30 a.m. She grabbed a gun and went to investigate the noise. She then found a back window smashed in with a man crawling through. The mother then shot the intruder, striking him in the chest. The wounded intruder quickly fled the residence, and the mother called the police. When they arrived, they were able to track the intruder from a trail of blood, finding him less than a block away. The wounded intruder was taken to a local hospital and was charged with burglary, of a habitation, along with unlawfully carrying a weapon. Neither the mother or her child were injured in the incident. Okay. So, Mama gets the Mama Bear achievement. I will have some achievement badges ready for next week. and we'll develop that. We'll get as many of those achievement badges developed as we can. That'll be fantastic. And then, but this one's a BRM. Mama needs to go back for some basic rifle marksmanship. Because the enemy survived. Kim, I'm getting a lot of road noise from you right now, brother. So, because the enemy survived, that one goes under the BRM column. Mama needs to go back to the range and get a little practice with that firearm. Krista asks, is he in a drag race? Let's see, she hit him. She needs to move her trigger finger faster. Yes. Yes, bullets are like knots. If you can't tie a knot, tie a lot. All right, let's move on to the next
I've never heard that before, but that's fantastic. It makes perfect sense.
Yep. Suspected intruder shot, killed while breaking into Harrison TWP. Okay, so this one comes from Macomb County. Where's Macomb County? Macomb Daily. I don't see a state here. Macomb County scanner. Anyway, moving on. A suspected intruder was shot and killed while allegedly breaking into a Harrison Township apartment complex early Monday afternoon, according to Macomb County Sheriff's Office. The incident happened about 12:35 p.m. at Harrison Woods condominiums on Harrison Woods Lane in the area of North Point Parkway and Metropolitan Parkway. It's basically a home invasion where the occupants were home and shot the individual who was coming in, said the sheriff. Oh! I like, yep, bad guy. Oh, hey, we've got one of those advertisers. Hello, Cazalantis 708. No, I don't want to buy your big follows. Oh, another one wants to sell me becoming famous. And there's my banhammer. Have a nice day. I will not tolerate the spam bots coming through. I may just have to ban Twitch. Apparently Twitch is good for basically excuse me, feeding me bullshit. Not putting
Wait, what happened? I had to not listen for a second, and you're swinging the ban hammer like that? That was fast.
No, it's just it's bots on Twitch trying to spam our feed with ads to buy flipping artificial subscribers. Thank you. I will grow my audience organically. I will grow my audience the right way, by going on other people's shows and talking about strawberry-flavored anal lube. That's what happens when you hang out with shock jocks. While deputies were on their way, dispatch notified them residents reported hearing gunshots. Upon their arrival, deputies found a 26-year-old Redford Township man dead inside of the residence. Oh! Baha! And that, my friend, is a DRT. The occupants, a Harrison Township woman and man from Inkster, both 27, were taken to the sheriff's office in Mont Clemens. They have since been released. Okay, and we've talked about stand your ground. I don't know what Mississippi's position on stand your ground or castle doctrine is. I detest the idea of people being inconvenienced in any way beyond having to wait for authorities to clean up the mess. And frankly, if you'll just leave the body and let me deal with it, I'd be okay with that too. Because if I have just been the near victim of a crime sufficient to justify my use of force to defend my life, liberty, and property and my sacred family, I've had enough trouble today. The enemy is dead. Don't waste my time. If, as the authorities, you feel the need to do anything, the extent to which you should do anything is pick up the body. Take it for processing. I'll burn it in the backyard if that's more convenient for you. Just don't waste my time going down to the station. Run your little investigation. See that there's the people who live here and the bad guy that's dead in the floor, and pick him up and go away. That should be another another achievement when the police handle the situation correctly. No charges, some kind of free as a bird gag with that one, I guess. We'll have to brainstorm that a bit. So I already scored them DRT right there. You know what? I'm gonna have to make this a little bit shorter one than usual. I've got a gig that I have to do in a little bit, so I need to go start getting readied up for that. We got through 3 this morning. I'll do one more. Let's see if we can get one more DRT on the screen.
Yes, sir.
Freer man shoots mountain lion in backyard. I'll give that a DRT. I mean, damn. Freer resident Kenny Whitley received a surprising visitor last week, a 123-pound male mountain lion in his own backyard. I wonder how the eating is on those.
It can't be good. It can't be. It's a giant cat. It's got to be tough and extremely gamey, and like if it's that or starving. Oh, no question.
Oh yeah, no doubt.
It ain't even like your second or third choice.
Whitley's daughter received a text from her neighbors telling her a mountain lion jumped the fence and into her backyard. She lives on the same land as her parents, and she texted them to alert them, but they didn't believe her. It wasn't until the next day when Whitley and his daughter were eating dinner that he went to go check on his barking dogs, and he realized there was a mountain lion in his backyard. He shot it soon after. A Texas Parks and Wildlife game warden from Duval County went out and deemed the shot legal, stating that if you feel threatened, you are legally allowed to shoot the animal. I should hope so. I mean, let's be real. If an armed authority figure tells me that in the event a wild animal makes me feel uncomfortable and that I'm not legally allowed to shoot it to defend myself, well, you've just become a threat to my safety. You've just become an existential threat to my safety. You're no longer a legitimate authority. As homeowners that's Jesus. As a homeowner that's concerned for your pets. Okay, look. Your pluralization agreement has to agree with the use of your indefinite article in the functional possessives of a grammatical of a grammatical structure that moves forward into the concept of a possession of a third object or an indirect object. Okay? Copy editors, please. As a homeowner that's concerned for your pets, you can bring your pets inside in that circumstance. Make loud noises. Try to run off that. It's not an Oxford comma, but please, punctuation. You're quoting somebody. The sentence is try to run off that mountain lion. He didn't say try to he said try to run off that mountain lion. There's a comma in there. You use your comma. A game warden from Texas Parks and Wildlife said. And I'm done. All right. Y'all be safe out there. We love you. Have a great weekend. Don't drive drink. Don't fry bacon naked. Sex, drugs, rock and roll. Farm animals and videotape. No two at the same time. We will see you Monday morning.